I lost it. It was 4G just disappeared. So I'll wait for you to all join. Right, might not be getting any of your signals. So just show you where I am. Got 37 miles left. I've got 22.4 miles to go. That's where I am. Just a short bit to go up to Thurso. Got 37 miles left, 22 on the gasometer. Sorry, 22 to go, 37 miles range left. I've averaged 5.1 miles per kilowatt hour. So let's put you back in the cradle and see if anybody joins. I don't know how long this is going to hold out, but feel free to join in the chat. And let's see if we can maintain the signal, and possibly. Oh, there's one person joined. Thanks for joining back, whoever you are. Totally lost all 4G for like the last 10 minutes. I kept tapping refresh, but it wasn't playing ball. Oh, there we go. Wendy, afternoon, Jonathan. I don't know whether you were on the earlier chat, but I've been streaming for the last, well, 6 hours on my trip from Abington Services up to Scrabster. And I'm on my last 21 miles. Welcome back. Oh, excellent. We've got some people back. So those that have come back, if you don't mind just typing in the chat what I've been doing and how I've only just come back because of 4G connectivity, that would be appreciated. Just in case anyone comes on late and says, what are you doing? Then they can perhaps look in the chat and realise what's been going on. Right, quick recap. 21 miles to go, 35 miles left, 34 miles left. So my prediction initially was 10 miles range left. Let's take all the regen off, it's better. I said I'd have 10 miles in hand. 21, 31. I think I'm going to be about right, about the same. 11%, 21 miles to go. I'm going to maintain 50 miles an hour. Yeah, it'll be fine. Lots to worry about. We're still missing the chat. Thanks. Thank you for typing that. So I haven't stopped. I've had to stop twice for myself. Oh, thanks for joining all morning, Wendy. Really appreciate it. That is fantastic. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. 10 minutes. Yeah, I lost it for about 10 minutes, the 4G. It kept saying refresh, refresh, and I was refreshing and it just wasn't doing anything. So I kept pulling over till eventually it ended itself and I had to start a new live stream. Hence the reason for this new live stream, which is a bit of a shame, but I can mackle it all together into one seamless, beautiful, short, pithy video. So my estimated arrival time is now 17 minutes past 3. My ferry is at 7 o'clock. 17 minutes past 3, what's that? 30 minutes to do 20 miles. Got 33 miles left. Got 13 in hand. I've done 292.9 miles. 293 miles. 33 left. So that's, come on man, maths. 293 plus 33. Take 7 off, don't you? Take 7 off 33. 24. 324 miles range possible out of this e-Nero. That's not bad, is it? There's only some very expensive EVs that do over 300 mile range. This is an £18,000 EV doing over 300 miles range. I don't think it's bad. Oh, 25 folk watching, you've all come back. Thank you. As been said in the chat, lost 4G around, I think it's called Leather something. And this stretch, I avoid Wick and John O'Groats. It sort of cuts across the top right hand side of Scotland, because I'm heading towards Thurso, if you want to look at it on the map. And I do like coming this way because we see these beautiful wind turbines. Thank you. Thanks for filling in the chat. I've not had a look at the EV3 yet. Do like the look of it on Tinternet. Latheron. That's it. Latheron. Always reminds me of lather of soap. So I lost it there for about 10 minutes. I kept refreshing, kept pulling over, and it just said no signal whatsoever. Even though I could see some what looked like mobile radio masts, or mobile masts. %, battery left, 31 miles on the gasometer. Got the cruise set to 51 miles an hour. Quite strong headwind. As you can see from those turbines, I am into wind. Wait for these lorries to go by and then I'll read those messages. Absolute breeze, JP, just typical in an Nero. Yes, true. I have a new Nero EV, level 4, and love it. Will never go back to an ICE again. Fantastic news. Has the van sold yet? No, but I've got somebody seriously interested on Orkney. One of my old customers. I sold him a Leaf and a Smart 4.2, and he's asked for first refusal when I get back. So. I don't know where it's gone, but it might have gone. And that's not sales gimmick because I'm now retired. So you just get honesty from me. You always have done and you always will. I'm retired. It's my personal car I'm selling. I love those wind turbines though. Just I think they're just beautiful in their own way. They're just quite elegant. Half of them don't seem to be on. Up here. $16 miles to go, 30 miles battery left. 14 miles range. Got 14 in hand. So I did have 25 at one point, but don't underestimate a strong headwind and some big hills. And I did say right at the start of this at 8:30 this morning, I reckon if I didn't stop and charge, I'd arrive at Scrabster with 10 miles left. Now if you don't believe me, have a look back at the beginning of my other stream when I made that prediction. I still think I'll get there with between 10 and 12 miles range left, and I will then top up at the rapid charger because I've got to drive about 15 miles to get home when I get off the ferry at Stromness, which is in Orkney. So whenever I'm on this bit of road, I know I'm sort of safe and I'm home, and it's not much longer. It's just 7 miles down this road, and then we turn towards Thurso, through Thurso, and then it's that's where the ferry is. Those wind turbines gorgeous, aren't they? Really are elegant. They're quite close to the side of the road here as well. You're doing an ace job, thank you. Hang on. Ripple Energy Co-op. Oh, okay, yeah, I know Ripple. You can buy a share in a wind turbine, isn't it? The stream is making me wonder if I'd have bought an e-Nero instead of the Ioniq 5. Well, if I had a choice between the two, because I'm an EV nerd, I'd take the e-Nero. Mate, you're doing an ace job. Thank you, mate. James and Kate, thanks, James. I haven't watched any YouTube video for ever for so long. Mate, I'll take that as a massive compliment. You should be doing... Well, you're on holiday. Don't let Kate see you doing this. You won't be happy with me. Sorry, Kate. Did the key Neros and V to G? Only the new one. The Nero EV has V to G. Or V2L. Vehicle to load, basically. Yeah, V2L. So the old shape e-Nero, which is what I'm driving now, didn't have vehicle to load. Very useful, sold the ability to use for glamping. Yeah, true. So what I like about the new Nero EV, same running gear, different architecture. I think it can charge a little bit faster, not massively faster on a DC. But it does have vehicle to load, which is useful for camping or glamping. But it's not as efficient as the old shape e-Nero. And it's not just me saying that, and it's not me saying that because I've got the new one. Don't want the new one, but you look at all the forums, everybody says the original Kia e-Nero 64 kilowatt hour is more efficient than the new one. Which is a shame, because they could have really improved it in so many ways, but hey ho. It's like the Ioniq, the old Ioniq 28 kilowatt hour known as the Wind Knife, is slightly more economical than the 38 kilowatt hour. Although 38 kilowatt hour is a great car, it's got a bigger battery than the old 28 kilowatt hour. Yeah. But I like the Ioniq. The new Ioniq 5 is a nice looking big car. It's all what you want, you know. If you want a big car, get the Ioniq. If you don't want that much roof. Oh, you're back. It's going to be patchy. I'll say again, used, these are great buys. So this used e-Nero came with a 7-year bumper to bumper warranty. I've had this car for 3 years. And I have got 4 years warranty left. Just to tell you, I've now got low EV battery warning has just flashed up on the screen. 8% left, 24 miles range left. I've got 12 to go. I think I'm going to be spot on when it comes to my prediction of me getting back with 10. I think I said 10. To look back at the beginning of the stream of the other stream video. Yeah, no total mode yet. It's what's saying James? It's all good. She's all good. She's on the treadmill. That's good. She's not watching this then. Did they improve the rapid gating on the 38? Yeah, I think they did. Although the Ioniq has never rapid gated as badly as the Leaf, to be honest. .22 miles range, 7%, 11 miles to go. So by my reckoning, I'll get to Scrabster with 3%. Let's just hope it doesn't. I do remember reading a while ago that some Nero would cut out at 7% and go to turtle mode. How true is that? I don't know. I'm showing 301 miles total trip today. I've done 301 miles. I've got 22 showing on the gasometer. How accurate is the BMS on this car? Who knows? I don't see a lot of difference in new EV3 and current 2420. Okay. What size battery? 64 kilowatt hour usable, 67 total capacity. So you don't use all of the battery, and that's so that they can hide any degradation that naturally happens. But genuine 64 kilowatt hour usable. I've averaged 5.1 miles per kilowatt hour. I've been driving for 6.5 hours. I've done 303 miles. So go 5 times 64. What's 5 64s? Well, 5 60s is 300 and 5 4s are 20. So a theoretical range of 320 miles, which is what the dash is saying. I've done 303 and it's showing 22 miles range left, and I've got 9 to do. So yeah, all the guessometers, range estimators, consumption illustrations on the e-Niro and on the Kia and on the Hyundai are really, really accurate. Unlike Nissan, I'll just say it, they're really accurate, as are Tesla. As regards the others, the legacy car makers, the Stellantis of this world, you can just stick your finger in the air, lick your finger, stick it in the air and guess as to how much range you'll have left. Just totally ignore what the dashboard says in any electric Vauxhall, Peugeot, Citroen, Fiat, Jeep, where else are we? Alfa Romeo just entered the game. They're just guesstimators. They've not got it to a T like the Koreans have. Wind turbines ruin the landscape. Well, that's your opinion. Very accurate. Yes, they are, Wendy. Maximum of 50 kilowatt charging. Yeah, it's the only downside with the e-Niro is its maximum DC charging rate, but again, it doesn't put me off. What did you estimate today's trip would cost you compared to ours? I don't know. I'm going to do that because I've got all the receipts for all the public charging I did whilst I was down south at fully charged. So I've got all the costs because I paid with my Electroverse card or my debit card. The total miles I've done since I left Orkney is 1,338. So I'm going to be able to work out what that would have cost in petrol terms and what I actually spent.
In half a mile, turn left.
In what I spent in public charging. So that will all be in the very polished video. Well, my style video with great graphics. 8 miles to go, 21 miles left, 7% on the battery.
In a quarter mile, turn left towards roadside.
And I'm turning left in a quarter of a mile. There we go. Just turned to 20 miles left and it's just clicked over to 305 miles covered today without topping up. 325 mile range.
Now turn left.
Again, using the flappy paddles, bit of regen, bit of harvesting, it all helps.
For the next 5 miles, keep straight on this road.
Drive like a loon, you won't get it. Drive with your sensible head on, make it a bit of a fun experience. You can get monster range out of these EVs. .6%, 19 miles left. Is anybody worried? James, are you worried? James has got it finer than me a number of times. Earlier said you were looking to stop for a tinkle. Yeah, I did. I've had to stop for. I've had to have 2 stops for my bladder. No, mate, you've got it in the bag. Thank you, James. Got it in the bag. So, when I do a video, if anyone says to you, EVs can't go far and they can't do long trips, send them my video. Let them know. You see, Mazda wants to overtake. I'm doing 52 miles an hour, but I can always guarantee I'll pull up behind him in Thurso in 4 miles at the traffic lights. There you go. Let's just keep you cool, steady away. It's the name of the game. I can't be going that slow because I've got a Mercedes behind me and he's not overtaking. There's plenty of room. 6%, 18 miles, 6 miles to go. .42 of you watching. That's awesome. Perhaps not enough. No, I don't think I'll get home. I will charge up. No hurry, ferry not leaving anytime soon. That's right, the ferry doesn't leave till 7. Probably boards about 6:30. So I'm going to stick it on the rapid just for half an hour because I want to leave this battery fairly low so I can fill up on solar tomorrow. So that's what you do in an EV. I'm not going out tonight. I won't get home till 9:15. I'm going straight to bed. And tomorrow I'm having a day off, so tomorrow it can fill up on solar. All good. Really glad I've done this. Hopefully this can be a bit of a benchmark for people that think you've got to spend £100,000 to have an EV that does over 300 miles. No, you haven't. Buy a second-hand one with 4 years warranty remaining that does a genuine 320 miles. Just coming into the beautiful town of Thurso, which is where Julie Ramsey comes from, apparently. Of Chris and Julie, who did Pole to Pole. I did an interview with Chris at Fully Charged. I'll call it Fully Charged, even though it's called Everything Electric. Did an interview with Chris and Julie, and did an interview with Jordan. And Chris and Julie, Chris watched it with me. And he says, hey, you can't say that about Thurso being grey and dull. He says, Julie's from there. Right, turtle modes, just come on. 5%. Interesting. 5% turtle mode, 15 miles range left. And got 4.4 miles to go. Why have we got the old turtle on already? It's interesting. Right, no range left, 5%. But we know what we saw. 308 miles total. But we had 5% with 12 miles. So that's what a lot of manufacturers do. They put this horror into you to like, I've got no range left. But the last figure I saw was 12 miles with 4 miles to go. So, yeah, I think we'll be fine. I bet you're not going to stop now, are you? You're not going to stop watching now. We're all good. So is there any more chat? Great live stream video, Jonathan. Excellent EV stats. Safe travels home. Thank you. Solar. Oh, you do get quite a bit of solar off them, even when it's cloudy. That's odd. RE Sol doesn't show no range in turkey mode. Okay. I vaguely remember meeting Lord Thurso. He's a legendary peer. Okay. Let's hope there's enough. Isn't a road closure and an 18-mile detour. Yeah, this is Thurso. %. So 100% are doing 300 miles. So 4% is like 3 4s then, isn't it? Hey, 12 miles. Got 2 miles to go, which is 10, which is what I predicted. Oh no, some roadworks. But here's an opportunity for a bit of regen. Where if the lights change, keep the momentum going. Yeah, I've gained 0.4 miles of range by doing some regen braking. Got 2.5 miles to go on 4%. I'll tell you what, they look like long traffic lights. See the beauty that is my dashboard. Got Mr. Turtle, 4% battery, 2.5 miles to go. Incoming. It's going to record incoming disaster. You're not wrong. Let's go for it. Easy on the throttle.
In half a mile, turn right.
So take all the regen off. So we just sort of go down here on a whiff of throttle. I don't want any drag. So there is a rapid just here on the right at that Park Hotel. Yeah, and that's working. But I'm going past that rapid. I'm going to charge up.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Trail Street.
Stromness. Scrabster. Right, green is good. Keep the momentum going. Just let it drift. Red traffic lights ahead. Just let momentum carry it on its own. Tiny bit of throttle, not too much. Two miles away. 311 total today.
Now turn right.
I will. This is the beautiful town of Thurso, with its beautifully grey brickwork. And the people here are lovely, but the buildings are a bit, yeah. It just looks tired, like any of these old fishing towns. 1/10 of a mile gained there. Right, 1.8 miles, folks. 4% battery, still in turtle mode, although it's still accelerating. Keep everything smooth, easy does it. You've got literally
in half a mile, turn half right.
3 or 4 minutes to see if I reach the rapid charger at the docks. Keep tuning in. 46 people watching. Isn't this great YouTube content? Not fix this. I've not set it up. It still could all go terribly wrong. No range indicated. 4%. Someone asked earlier.
In a quarter mile, turn half right onto A9.
Someone asked earlier, have I ever taken it down to nothing? And I said I haven't, but I think today could be the first day. Although it's still showing 4%. 4% is 4%. 4% is not 3%, or 2 or 1. Right, got a bit of a hill down here. So turn in right. I can see the port. I can almost smell the rapid.
Now turn half right.
Half right, half left. Right, come on, Peugeot. I want some momentum.
For the next 1 mile, keep straight on this road.
I'm just trying to add a bit of jeopardy to this stream, just so you keep watching. But genuinely, 4%. 1 mile to go. It's 16 minutes past 3. I've been driving for 6 hours and 50 minutes. I've done 312.2 miles, 0.3 miles, and I've averaged 5.1 miles per kilowatt hour. I love this car. 14 degrees temperature, bit of a headwind, no rain, no heater on, no aircon on because I've not needed it. Would have been different, admittedly, if I'd had to have the heat on. The heat pump and the resistor heater that it's got, as well as the heat pump. But I would have put my heated seats on, heated steering wheel, pressed a button that just heats the driver's area. But I'm really pleased about this. Good old E-Nero. This would suit so many petrol drivers who are happy to sit in a seat for 6 hours and 51 minutes. I had to stop twice for a wee. 3% battery. Come on. Now 3%. I might lose the signal as we pull up to the car park because the 4G is a bit dodgy where I queue. So if I disappear, it's not that I've run out of charge, but I will come back, or I will video the final results if this stream disappears. Alright. But this is it. This is the last bit. This is the drive up to the ferry.
You have reached your destination.
I've reached my destination, which is just in front. Some massive wind turbines there, look, stacked up. But that is the Northlink ferry terminal, and I'm going to drive around the edge of the car park, and I'm going to rack up to the Charge Place Scotland Rapid, that of course will be working fine. But if not, I've got options. There's people here, there's plugs here, there's 3-pin plugs. I've got 3 hours, 2 green lights are on. Here we go. Come on. Who is the master, folks? Yes, come on. Right, I'm going to gloat for a bit now. I'm going to totally gloat. Really pleased with the car. So let's have a look at the final stats for you 61 lovely people watching. I've arrived with 3%. I'm here at Scrabster. There's my Rapid. And there is, let's unplug the cable, I need to charge it. There's the Northlink ferry terminal. And behind me is where the queue to get on the boats. So yeah, 3% left. But this is the interesting bit, folks. Since I left this morning, 313.5 miles. And with 3% left, I reckon that's around 10 miles range left. In turtle mode, 5.1 miles per kilowatt hour. This thing is awesome. Right, let me just flick round to the other stats for the whole trip of me going down. So you've just got this thing here, how I've been driving. There we go. Since I left Orkney last week, 1,347 miles, 0.3 miles. I've averaged 4.7 miles per kilowatt hour. I've been driving for a total of 31 hours and 46 minutes. But it's today's stats that I really like. So on a full charge, I've got 313 miles in this e-Nero. So thanks for watching. I'll make this into some sort of decent YouTube video. Thanks for following me and for your comments, and I'll see you soon.